This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacey and Curtis.
Magical, wonderful, ladies and Oh, am I doing it again?
What do you mean, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
How else do you start it?
I don't want that to be my thing.
There's worse things.
Hello, everyone.
We're getting
terrible.
there. We're getting there.
My name is
Greetings
Stacey.
and salutations. Go Christian Slater.
Yes.
Greetings and that.
Isn't that from Charlotte's Web?
Is it? I think I know it from Christian Slater.
I remember learning what salutations meant when I read Charlotte's Web.
It's about a pig.
Charlotte's Web, Christian Slater, either one. Curtis, it's nice to see you.
Yes, we're back.
We're back for episode 10.
Firing straight out the gates as usual. Yes. We are.
Woo, we just had about 15 minutes of ridiculous preamble that is not fit for anybody's ears, quite frankly. No. But today, we've decided to talk about our first vehicle.
Yes.
Now, that would have happened for most, I don't know, late 90s?
Yep.
90s, or in my case, it was the early 2000s. But I just really want to talk about the feeling of vehicles like back in the day. Getting a first car is always super memorable because it's your first one. Like you all of a sudden have freedom, unless you were privileged enough to have one bought for you. Lucky ducks.
I drove the family cars. We juggled the
So you were
two or
privileged.
three family. Well,
no, you were.
If you call a '82 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme privileged,
hell yes.
I do remember though, summer between grade 9 and 10, I'm biking to my friend Neil's house, and some kids from the older grade drove by in a car and honked and yelled, "Curtis!" Oh, things are changing.
Like, look at us! We've got wheels, and that was the thing. It's like, all of a sudden, like your friends in school had vehicles.
Yes.
And then because you were friends with them, you got to ride in said vehicle. And they could take you places and drive you to school. And that was amazing because you just felt cool. And like I was the... what's the word? Like my friend had a car. My friend Tennille.
You were the plus one.
I was the plus one.
Okay.
I got
Come
it.
pick me up.
Yeah, she would pick me up for school. We'd drive back to school, which was like seriously a 35-second drive. Like it was not long. But you just had access to it. It was always there. And it gave you that freedom.
It was your first taste of freedom in adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say crap when you have a car. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Which is not true, but that's how you felt. When I got my license, the first thing I did is I drove to Family Video across from Aiden Bowman, rented Strange Brew on VHS, then went next door to Max.
Oh my God, Max.
Got a Froster, and I swear they gave me a WWF Pog with my Slurpee. It was just like the greatest day in the world.
Wow.
Like, I talk about icing on the
brain
cake.
Not explode?
A WWF Pog.
Wow.
Razor Ramon.
Nice.
Doesn't get better than that.
So when you say you got your license, then you had access to your parents' vehicle, you said?
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 family vehicles, none of them amazing, but we kind of juggled amongst ourselves. I didn't have to drive to school. I was close enough to walk, but on weekends...
Look out, it was yours?
Look out. It was, is Deb taking the Hyundai accent? Does that mean I have the Oldsmobile Cutlass? And as crappy as the Oldsmobile was, that was like, for me, an end of an era. Like nothing. Oh, it was the last of like that giant box. The gas tank. You flipped.
Was it at the back?
You flipped the license plate down.
My God,
the license plate was on a spring, and you pulled it down, and then there was it was amazing. And there's ashtrays that were full of hardened gum,
and everything was velvet inside and plush velour or something.
Well, it was like pleather, and it stunk like pleather when it was hot, and it was rear wheel drive, and you risked everyone's life when you took it on the road in winter because it was this giant box.
Yeah,
you were never going to get hurt because it was this.
Oh, you were going to hurt other people's vehicles.
Yeah,
you were
100%. You were going to like collapse people's houses if you went across their lawn. This thing was just a tank.
It's a tank.
It is an absolute tank.
Named a Buick.
Right.
See, I never had access to family vehicles. So when I took my driver's test, I think my dad took me out to Sasktel Center in our Astro minivan and let me boot around the parking lot just so I could know what it was like to actually be in a vehicle behind the steering wheel and not go for my test fully blind, which I was not anymore because I got glasses. So I never had that, like, hey, Dad, can I borrow the car? Yeah, just fill up the tank. I never had that. Dad did buy a Volkswagen Rabbit. I think it was a 78. Like, it was so old. It was also a tank. Everything was made of metal.
Yeah.
And he had bought it, I think, for the purpose of being something for me to drive and possibly my brother, because my brother was going to be coming up on that too. And then he was driving it and he got rear-ended and it got written off. So that scrapped the whole family vehicle thing. Then he was just like, screw it. You don't need one. And I was like,
it got rear-ended by a bigger vehicle.
Apparently.
That's insane.
No, the rabbits were tiny.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Just a little box. Yeah. So anyway, it got rear-ended, eliminated the option of me having something to drive. And then I had to wait until my brother got a car. And once my brother got a car, I was like, hey, bro, can I borrow the car? And it was a Chevelle. No, Chevette. Not a Chevelle. Chevelles are like old, wonderful, beautiful cars. It was like a Pontiac Chevette or something. Super old, in good condition, bought off an old lady, and we shared that car.
We also had a little Hyundai Accent. It was this little blue thing. No power at all. Could barely go uphill, but it was a fun little car. And then my sister totaled it.
Oopsie.
She was fine, but yeah.
That's good.
She got the old T-bone, and that was it. That was it for the old Hyundai Accent.
Hey, they're not meant to last.
With the the Garfield Stay Cool air freshener hanging from the mirror.
Nice.
Yeah, I think she walked out of that and took the air freshener, and that was it.
As you would. There's nothing else to salvage.
The rear view mirror may have still been attached to the air freshener. She walked out of the car with it after the accident.
It's a great keepsake. It's a great keepsake.
She's probably still doing her makeup in it as she walked out.
Oh my God. And what's funny with that vehicle that I shared with my brother, was it a Chevette? It was like a grandma car, a little grandma car. I was going on Circle, just approaching the Attridge overpass, and I don't know if it was especially windy or if maybe something wasn't clamped down like it should have been, and the hood went wonk.
Oh no.
While I'm doing 90 something on Circle.
Oh my.
And
that legit spiked my heart rate.
It's terrifying,
that is
honestly.
New fear unlocked.
Because you also have to have that split second where you're like, I can't slam on the brakes because we're on a freeway.
Yep.
And so I just let off the gas and crouched down because I could see the little space between the hood and where the dash was, and I was able
got a couple inches there
to pull over and then promptly poop my pants because I was so scared. Oh my God. And so I pull over and I can't get it down because it's been jarred up right.
Yes.
And so I'm standing on the side of the road just not knowing what to do. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. What would I have done? Like, I would have had to flag somebody down. Thank the Lord, a tow truck driver came by not much long afterwards. And he's like, I saw what happened from, I was driving up and I saw. He's like, do you need help? And I was like, no, everything's fine. And I'm just like pulling on this hood so badly to try and fix the situation. But he ended up yarding on it and just pulled it down. We latched it. And I drove very slowly to my destination. I was meeting some friends for coffee. And then I had to come back and tell my brother that I had screwed up his car. I'm like, I don't know. The hood just flew up on me. He's like, what? That's not real. It was terrifying.
I love doing this podcast because we had like an egg of an idea. And just that story there reminded me of like three things. First of all, that girl that ramped off the snow.
Oh my God.
And just like lived to tell the
That's
story.
That's Final Destination type shit.
She just hit the ice, swam out. They pulled her car up, and then
she kicked out her windshield.
She was in the Star Phoenix, like flexing on top of her car after they pulled it out. Like, oh, I married the wrong girl. Like,
right?
What an absolute,
what a hero,
what a gem. I'd tell that story every day for the rest of my
100%.
life. 100%. You'd be at a dinner party listening to everyone else's crappy story, just waiting for them to stop. Be like, so what's new with you? Well,
I almost died.
I kicked the Grim Reaper's ass.
Yeah. Like in his face.
Also, in Saskatoon, when you were talking about trying to navigate Circle Drive in that little tiny hole between the open hood and the bottom of the dash,
yeah,
it probably wasn't as hard when you think about it, because that's how we all drive in winter when we're waiting for the defrost to kick in.
Absolutely.
So it was just like winter and summer. You're like, I got this.
But you know what I learned, and I shouldn't say learned, but like I would do the same thing where you're waiting for it to thaw. I do the wiper fluid now. I'm that person.
Yeah.
Who wastes the wiper fluid. My dad, if he's listening, which I know he's not, he's just like, oh, Stacey, because he's like, it's a waste. It ends up taking long. Blah blah blah. Dad, guess what?
Guess what?
It goes faster.
I can see.
I can see
That's all
quickly.
that matters.
Exactly.
Just my glasses are dirty.
My glasses were very dirty. I spent 5 minutes.
We were
before this
delayed a
podcast
good
cleaning.
7 minutes cleaning.
Couldn't get the streaks.
Lastly, before we move on, you mentioned learning to drive in the SaskTel Center parking lot. During COVID lockdown, I took my son, who was like, I don't know, 13 or 14 at the time.
Nice.
I was like, let's go driving. And we went to the SaskTel Center parking lot.
It's amazing. It's gigantic.
Way too early to learn to drive, but he did it. And I had my coffee, because I went through the drive-thru and got a coffee out there at the Tim's.
As you do.
And we were driving, and he had no idea like how sensitive a gas pedal was, and he hammered it. And my first coffee I had bought in like a month, and my face went forward.
Oh no! Did you burn yourself?
Well, no, I just kind of bounced off the dash.
Yeah.
We laughed. I laughed about it then, because what did I think was going to happen?
Well, yeah, and that's the
Get
thing.
in and drive.
You've never been in a motor vehicle.
Look at this bonding moment with my son. Oh, as long as he doesn't hit the pole, just boom, bounces me off the dash with my coffee.
Honest mistake. And that was the thing too. Like I remember my dad had brought a couple of pails with him to the parking lot so he could teach me how to parallel park. And so I feel like, in fairness, I did get a good lesson from Dad. It's just that it was all at once. It was literally like, here's your chance, make or break, go write your test, and then we'll see how you do. And I passed. It was fine.
Between the Pails, the SaskTel Center parking lot documentary.
Right?
We actually could. I know I work at SaskTel a lot with all the blades and the rush and everything, and people use the parking lot to hook up all the time.
Oh,
Stacey.
you know what? That does not surprise me. It's large. There's different areas where it's like you're behind, you're off to the side.
You're not as hidden as you think you are,
Gross.
apparently. All of a sudden, it'll be like 11 a.m. and this big minivan will just come into the parking lot. Everybody knows what's up.
What's going on?
What's going on? You're not learning to drive, kids.
Well, maybe. Oh, no. I was going to say something else. Keep it clean, Cooper. Keep it clean.
We all connected those dots, Stacey.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't.
You know what's sad?
What?
My dad was a big car guy, and I feel it breaks my heart when he tells me this more than I think it breaks his own heart. But he used to get like all those 50s and 60s vehicles. He'd get one and he'd get it perfect, and then he'd trade it up and trade it, and then he just got rid of them when he had the family. He's like, can't have a sick two-door hardtop when you got two kids.
My dad's Dodge Dart that he had, like, he kicks himself on a regular basis for selling that vehicle.
Yeah.
And even the ones like... the one I was trying to remember that my brother had, which I still... Pontiac Horizon. Pontiac Horizon.
No one had a Pontiac Horizon. That's phenomenal.
It was amazing. It was such a cute little car. And like you said, you could tell as soon as you sat in it, you're like, this is made of metal and it feels good quality. And back with those classic cars too, like you're talking about with your dad, like those things were just machines.
Yes.
Nobody is going to be like on the hunt, fast forward 40 years from now, for a 2006 Ford Focus.
No.
No one is going to do that because it's just a piece of crap. No offense to Ford, whatever. It's not how it is anymore.
Yeah.
And
they
so
all look the same.
Yeah.
I do remember being young and my dad telling me how he got rid of all his cars, and I was like, "Why'd you give up on your dream, Dad? What made you give up on your dreams?" And we just blinked at each other. What was it, Dad? What was it?
It was you.
What was it?
It was you.
100%.
You know what? At the time, that seemed like what you did, right? You forwarded your family. And if it involved selling old cars, that's just what you did.
I'm glad it's not like that anymore. I put myself in front of my family all day, every day now, Stacey.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. What a dad. Ladies
Right?
and
I
gentlemen.
learned that from my dad.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not giving up my
Family
dreams like you. I'm going to keep my WWF Pog collection going.
Exactly.
I will bankrupt the whole family.
And your mask character from...
From last week?
Yeah.
My mask? Yeah. Heck yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so after sharing vehicles with your family, when did you purchase your own vehicle?
I purchased my own vehicle in, I believe it was 1998. I got the Ford Focus. It was the color of dirty teeth.
What is
And
A crew?
it was off-white. It wasn't yellow. It wasn't white.
Right.
It looked stained.
How
It looked like teeth.
butter? How about something nice?
No, it was not
That's
nice.
a terrible way to describe a car.
You're right there. You know exactly the color,
I guess I do.
right? It's like it was like the former owner was smoking it. I don't know. Put it in its mouth and smoked
Nicotine.
it.
That's the
And
color.
Funnily enough, it was some mechanics told me it was basically probably a drug transport car because on a hot day it smelled like cat urine. But it wasn't cat urine because it didn't
Right.
come out. And they said that is what happens when you transport meth, apparently. I'm like, I don't...
This is new information.
This was actually from two different separate mechanics that
Oh,
I
really?
took it for other work.
Yeah.
And I said, by the way, on a hot day, kind of smells like
weird.
cat pee. I've had it professionally cleaned multiple times. Doesn't seem to come out. And they said, yeah, it's probably meth because it smells like that and you'll never get it out. So maybe it was used to transport cat pee.
Did you call your car Walter White?
And this was way before. Oh,
should have.
Stacy.
You should
I
have.
should have. I guess it actually probably wasn't that much before
I guess-
Breaking Bad. I was like the last person to watch Breaking Bad in the world. So
I guess you couldn't have named it Walter White. That was a terrible time reference.
no.
but-
The funny thing about that car was it didn't die. You know, it just I drove it and we got married and we drove it and it was like our other car that just was always there.
Yeah.
Right? It
Reliable.
was super cheap to fix because everything was just like $2 for new everything for a Ford.
Yes.
And
Did
then-
you go ahead?
Neither here nor there. Always terrified to fly. Oh, it never flew as a kid. Never flew as a teenager.
Yeah.
Terrified of it. And then when I was at Shaw, they sent a bunch of us local Saskatoon media folks to like TCU Place. To this could be a whole separate podcast. Basically, Phantom of the Opera was coming to TCU Place.
Yeah.
They weren't selling enough tickets, so they grabbed someone from print, radio, and TV, and they sent them to Costa Mesa, California, to do a whole bunch of stories. They bring them back to Saskatoon, run them, and get people hyped about it coming to Saskatoon. So I was the arts and entertainment guy at the time. And they're like, you want to fly down to Costa Mesa? And I said, not really. And then I looked behind me and all my other coworkers were jumping up and down like, okay, please don't go. And then I was like, well, now I want to go. I don't want to be the idiot that says no to this trip just because I'm afraid to fly. So say yes. I've got like high anxiety leading up to because I've never flown before. So the night before, I'm like, I have to be at the airport at 6 a.m. There's no way I'm sleeping. So I take out old dirty teeth. We're just driving around, trying to clear my head. All of a sudden I hear bam, and I look in the rearview mirror, Stacy, and I see something giant and silver just going off into the darkness.
What?
And then all the lights come on and the hood starts smoking, and that was the end of it.
What did you do?
I just pulled over and got a tow
What
truck to bring
happened?
it back, and then I got on an airplane like 5 hours later.
Oh my god! What happened to the car though?
It was dead. It was a brick. Someone came and gave me $100 for it and towed it away.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what
thought
came
you
off.
hit something.
No,
Like, what flew back?
Something
A
just
hubcap?
came out. Something just came out of the. I don't know.
Yikes.
Something came loose under the hood and
Just
it
left.
hit a couple things under the car before it. God, I hope I didn't kill anyone.
Hindsight.
Just came
Whoopsie.
flying back. But it was a pretty abandoned road. That's what we call them.
Okay, good.
A dirt road,
Yeah.
off road.
Off-roading, dirt road. I think so. That makes sense. Wow, what a terrible
What an end to it, hey?
and stressful way. And like then after that happening, then be like, okay, now I'm gonna fly for the first time.
It was a nice distraction, though. I was
guess.
laughing about that the next day. I killed
guess.
my car last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went to California.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Okay. Well, like I said, I borrowed and shared with my brother for a little while because I wanted a car so badly, but I didn't want to buy one myself.
Yep.
I want to share with somebody. Just like when someone smokes, they're like, hey, can I bum a smoke? Can I bum your car, please? And borrow it and use it. And that's what I did. And then eventually, after I came back from living in England, I was like, I'm a big girl now. I need to buy a vehicle. And the very first car I ever owned was a Pontiac Firefly.
Hey.
And it is literally a pop can on wheels. I don't know. My dad joked that it had like only one cylinder, so it was basically like driving a lawnmower. That's the kind of guts it had. It had absolutely nothing. And it was blue, so I called it the Blue Button. That was my car.
The blue button.
And much like you said previously, and like this was a 90, oh God, it might have even been like an 80. I don't even know. It was old when I bought it, and I bought it in like 2002, I want to say. About there. I did not pay very much money for it. I think I paid like $800. My dad knew a guy who knew a guy. We went and test drove it, and I was just like mind blown. I'm like, I can't believe this is mine. This is so amazing. Piece of crap. Total piece of crap. No power steering, no air conditioning. It didn't matter. And filling the tank with gas, I think, was like $13.
Yep.
Because gas was cheap back then. And tires for my car were at Walmart $22.99 for a tire. And so we got all new tires. I was like, amazing. Brand new tires. This is costing me $85. Fantastic.
We had it all and we lost it.
It was just such a great, and like the pride you had in somebody else's shit box. Yes. I couldn't express it. I was like so proud of this car. I cleaned it. I did everything to it, and it was mine.
Made it your own.
Yeah.
What did you hang from the mirror? You had to hang something.
I don't even know if I did. Because I think my dad was like, "That's a distraction if you hang something." Whatever. But I had so many random things happen in that car, like where the motor blower blew in the winter, and so I couldn't see out of the vehicle. My friends and I were scraping it with a card,
of course,
as we were driving
library
around.
Card.
Yes. Yeah. And I remember too, I had just gotten the car and gone to an insurance place and done the whole process. And I'm driving back from the insurance place, and I get pulled over by the police. And this is literally the day that I have purchased this vehicle. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? Like, I was not speeding. I knew I wasn't, because I was still so like giddy in my new car. And so the officer pulls me over, license of registration, and this is on Warman Road. I'm just so scared as to what's happening. I had no idea. And he comes back and he's like, oh, Halloween baby, hey? I was like, pardon me?
Easy, buddy.
And he's looking at my license like, you're born on Halloween. I was like, no, I was born on October 14th. My license expires on October 3rd. Like, that is, he made that mistake. He's like, a Halloween baby. Hey, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Do you know how to be a cop? And
was it a real cop?
I hope so. Jeez Louise. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, hands it back to me, and we laugh at the mistake he made. But basically, my registration wasn't showing up. And so I was like, well, it must be stolen. Like, what's going on? But he said something about it not being in the computer. Everything was fine. I got to leave. But for a split second there, I thought I bought a stolen car off of some guy. And I was like, how is it going to be taken away from me? I just like, would they take it back from me if I paid for it from someone else who stole it? I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either. That's a great question. I had a funny moment in my head when I was like, is it a real cop? And you're like, I think it was. You know, we did the usual. We did the strip search. And it's like, no, Stacey.
And then he's like, have a great day. On your way.
That was not a real cop. He was in a Ford Focus with a Lego light on the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
God, no.
Okay. Dark.
Yeah, that was very dark.
Do you have an older or younger sibling? I should know this.
Younger sibling.
Okay. Did you ever take the younger sibling out driving? Just the two of you? Like, did you run an errand, the two?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Bet you that is burned in their mind. I remember, my sister and I were never super close growing up, but a few times she took me out. She, let's go get a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Electric.
It was so cool.
You like it? It's like, oh yeah, this is a good
See,
feeling.
But your perception is different because your sister's older.
Yes.
So for me, I felt like, hey bro, let me take you for a Slurpee. Yeah. I felt so cool.
You were the Deb.
I was the...
I don't think my sister was like, this is so cool. She was like, maybe if I bring him, he'll offer to pay for mine.
Oh, that's an option. Yeah. Whereas my brother, too, was like, oh, my God, my sister's driving me around. And I think we went to Safeway to get something for my mom. Oh, my God. I had a very bad in that Rabbit that my dad bought as the not burner vehicle. Jeez. The temporary car that we got to drive. My mom had said something like, once I had my license, she's like, do you want to go and grab something from Safeway? And I was like, absolutely, Mom. And I was parked and I still wasn't familiar with like reversing out. Mm-hmm. And so I started the car and I turned the wheel way too soon, hit the gas, right up against the car next to me.
Oh no.
It was the most terrifying sound I've ever heard in my life. Like, it was bad. And as I looked what I was doing, I could see the car lurching as I let it go.
As you released it.
As I released my car.
As you frozened it.
And so I backed out and I looked around and I could see a couple people looking at me, and I left and I drove back home, Curtis, with a dangling broken signal light.
Oh, you have a hit and run.
I have a hit and run.
You have a hit and run. I'm turning you in.
I am a terrible person. But I can't express to you the anxiety that I felt for the next 2 days, because what I did is I got home and I was like, you guys, somebody hit me in the parking lot. I lied. Like,
Stacey,
I
with
made
witnesses.
stuff up. And the only thing that made me feel kind of okay was that I hit a beater. It was a very old, rusty car. And I know that's not a good excuse, but I spent the rest of the afternoon, and my dad is a mechanic. He knows stuff about cars. He also knows that, like, if I was parked in a parking spot, how do they hit my left-hand signal light? You know, like, it wasn't making sense. And I think he was giving me a moment to have, like, a teachable moment.
Yeah.
Because that...
Letting the old conscience that doesn't exist.
Oh, God.
Sink in.
Every car that drove by my house, I was like, they found me.
Just getting eaten alive by guilt.
So that night, I wrote my dad a letter. I was like, Dad, I just wanted to be honest with you and tell you, because it's driving me crazy, but I hit another vehicle in the parking lot at Safeway. I didn't want to tell you. I felt so bad. Please don't be mad. Da 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 da. And this is back when my dad would stay up late and watch TV. And so I slid it under the 4th level door where I slept, right in front of the stairs. So he would see it as he went up to bed. I wake up in the morning, the letter is on the stairs, but folded. And I was like, okay, he's clearly read it, right? Right? Or did Dad just like fold up this paper and I didn't know what was going on. But basically the next day we had a little bit of so you learn a lesson here? And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was so distraught. But it was just one of those, moments where you do something stupid and you want to get out of it, but then you realize it's actually kind of big.
Yeah.
But you tell your parents and they're like, well, you have to be so careful. This could have cost you. You fled the scene of a hit and run, Stacey, but I just didn't know what to do. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't know about taking information. It was terrible.
People didn't rat you out?
Nobody ratted me
Really?
out. No. And like, they could have been like, hey, left a note.
Yeah.
And again, it was a beater. Maybe they were all like, whatever.
Sure.
That's my mindset. But they didn't take my license.
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't think you could. I don't think that would happen today.
Oh no, everybody's
Everyone
out for
have
everyone.
their cell phone out. Everybody would want to be the.
I'd be on that bad accidents and car wreck page on Facebook that I follow.
Yeah. Last summer, we went to Starbucks, and instead of going through the drive-thru, I was like, I'm going to go inside, order. I just don't feel like trying to explain everybody's complicated order, because while I just have the venti house blend black, my family has to complicate everything.
Basic.
And well, they have to, whipped frappuccino with
the
upside down cream with, a pixie dust pinch of what. Oh God, kill me. So I'm like, I'm just going to go inside and do it. And as I opened my door, the wind took it and it threw it into the minivan beside me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'm just going to go get the drinks. And I come back out and my lovely wife is like, it's not bad. Like, you can just drive away. And I was like, girl, you cannot. I'm sure this was recorded on 17 cameras and everyone has their cell phone. Like, it was a big noise.
Yeah.
It has left a line. And I went back inside Starbucks and I got, the piece of paper, and I wrote a big note and I gave my contact information. And as I'm putting it on the windshield wiper, I look in this minivan. There's 3 car seats, Stacey. There are like goldfish and workbooks just all over, strewed everywhere.
Oh my God.
This couple or this single parent has way more shit to deal with than a scratch in their door, and I knew they were never going to call. I'm sure
they didn't?
No.
Really?
3 kids.
Huh.
All car chair level. They could not have cared less about a giant line on their passenger door.
I don't know. I would have been like, sweet, we're getting a new door, guys.
No call. But
Wow.
I did the right thing.
See, and just one more car-related story about doing the right thing. I used to live on 13th Street, kind of by Broadway. Narrow streets, terrible ruts in the winter. Like, if you moved your steering wheel 1 centimeter, you were screwed. You were sailing into whatever. Mm-hmm. And I parked out front, and somebody hit my car. And I remember going to my car and seeing something on the ground, going and physically picking it up, being like, what is that? And then I looked, I'm like, it's part of my car. And I just right away was like, I can't believe it. Like somebody hit my car. They got stuck in the ruts, hit my car. But there was a note on my windshield and they left me their number, their contact information. They apologized. I was like, oh my God, faith in humanity restored for that one split second in time. And that I have never been hit enough to leave that or have that happen before. But just for that one instance, I was like, oh my God, somebody did the right thing, as opposed to me bailing on the scene when I was 16 years old.
So you must have missed it, though, but actually driving in Saskatoon in the 90s. Like, did you ever cruise 8th Street?
No.
You never cruised 8th Street?
I didn't cruise 8th Street, no.
People, I think today, still cruise 8th Street. There seems to be a gaggle of teenagers that still kind of get together in the co-op parking lot and various other parking lots.
They do. Lots of people do. I don't think there's like an age group necessarily. It's just a thing.
20 years ago, I thought that was pretty cool. And now I drive by. I just assume that many teenagers in one spot, they're up to no good, Stacey.
Hoodlums.
They're up to no good.
Those punks.
I'm squinting at them as I drive by.
And all they're probably doing is talking about their car because
100%.
usually it's some kind of modified vehicle that has some kind of performance thing added to it, and they get to chat about cars. Or maybe are they picking up chicks? Like, I don't know if is that what happened, where guys were like, hey, look at my car, and girls were like, oh my God, you're so true. Like, that's what I picture.
I think that's what they picture.
Is that what they picture?
I think so. I don't think that's how it happens. I think it's like going to the gym. Guys respect other guys, and that doesn't really translate into girls being impressed.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, it just blew that memory out of the water.
No. I think I think the male mind thinks.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Much like killing it in the gym. All these girls are going to be like, wow, look how in shape you are. But really, it's dudes. They're like, whoa, holy cow. How'd you get those traps? And then it's a bunch of dudes talking about workout secrets. Just like it's a bunch of dudes comparing cars and car secrets.
Okay, I get what you're saying. No, I didn't ever drive for fun, I don't think. My friend Tennille, again, bless her parents bought her a Z24, Chevy Cavalier Z24. It was the coolest thing ever. And we would usually just go and get like a Slurpee, go rent a movie. Sometimes we'd go pick up a pizza. Like, it was just that kind of stuff. We weren't getting up to no good on 8th Street.
We've got a girl right here. I should just ask you, were you ever, would that ever be a, like, thumbs up in the man category if you had a, like, sweet car?
You are right, Curtis. I am a girl, so I will answer that
I might
question.
as well ask you. Were you ever like, this is George, he's dreamy, and
look what
check out this car?
No, I was never impressed by that. Yeah. I don't know. I was also like super chicken of boys when I was younger. I didn't date till I was like way older. So that would never have even been on my radar at all. There you go. There. Answer given.
Yep. Cruising 8th Street, going to the Dub for coffee. That was something that kids did in the 90s. A&W on 8th Street. There's really sweet U-turn lanes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You just go do circles around 8th Street. Yeah. Never really my thing. I partaked once in a while, depending on who I was with. But, yeah, once in a while, let's go cruise 8th Street. Okay. We do a couple laps of 8th Street. And, cool.
Head home.
All
okay,
right.
Bye.
Well, thanks. Can we go get some coffee now at 11 o'clock at A&W because I don't want to sleep for 2 days?
I do know that we, in high school, because Marion Graham was on Lenore Drive, and down at the base of Pine House, there's that shack. We called it.
Oh, yes.
The public bathrooms by the campsite or the little picnic tables.
Speaking of places people hook up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, before, it was almost like there was a schedule of like, people would just go down there and like hang out for a little bit, and then it became hooking up later.
Yep.
Because we would drive down there and just sit in the car and be like, oh, is that so? Like, just seeing who showed up and what have you. So it was a little bit of that.
Yep. I remember hearing stories from my friends in the North End. And again, my wife grew up in the North End.
Yeah.
So she was familiar with the shack.
The shack.
Before it got dark.
Oh, my God. Very dark.
Yeah, the party aspect of the shack.
Yeah, of course.
When she first told me that, she was like, oh, yeah, we used to party down at the shack all the time. I was like, oh.
What?
Conversation change.
Please.
I rebuilt a 72 Satellite with my father like 10 years ago.
Yes, I saw
and
that.
That was a thing, again, the guilt of him projecting guilt on me for giving up his love of cars, classic cars, because he had a lame family, couldn't do what he wanted anymore. It's like we should rebuild one.
Yeah.
And for what we saw a Satellite one day, and I said that's a crazy car. Just this giant menacing thing.
It's
I don't know
cool.
if you're.
I
It's got
saw
the
it.
giant silver grill at the front. It just
Yeah.
looks amazing. So we found one, and like the body was rust free, and he said, "You get the parts. I'll fix it
Yeah.
up. We'll split everything 50-50." And it went great. We got into running shape, and then along came baby number 2 on my house, and he picked up some other projects on the side, and we just kind of, it's not that we ran out of money, we just didn't really want to pump any more money into it, because get it drivable
Oh, it's so much
from
work.
there to like show state is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we'd take it out like once a summer and drive it around. And then when they moved here in June, it ended up in my driveway. And he said basically, like, sell it. It's yours. You
Yeah.
can have it. Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
And so I towed it to my house with 100%. Like, I'm going to list it tomorrow. I'm just going to see what I can get. And I had people, Stacy, just like stopping, like slamming on the brakes and running to my door and knocking on the door to see if it's for
Are
sale.
you kidding me?
I sold my father's truck.
Yeah.
Because he had the stroke. He can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
So he gave me the Satellite. I sold his truck, and every single person that came to look at the truck like abandoned the truck and asked what I wanted for the Satellite. And
I don't know if I've ever heard of that car.
It became, everybody wanted it so bad that now I'm not selling it.
Good.
That's the most
kind of
Curtis
car is it?
Anderson thing ever. It's a 72 Satellite.
Satellite what?
Plymouth Satellite.
Plymouth.
It is. And yeah, I just basically all these car people are telling me that's
a very cool
going to
car.
be one of the next like 3-4 years from now. That's going to be one of the cars.
Did you say
people want.
78?
72.
72? Oh
72.
my God.
Look at the front on that.
It is aggressive. It's very cool looking. Ooh.
And-
21 grand as of 2025?
And is that in like good shape though?
I have no idea.
Yes. We did. We also have the Roadrunner hood. And that's me sounding like I know a lot about cars. But
Does it have-
there was like an offshoot. It was exactly like a Satellite. It was called a Roadrunner. It was a little cooler. And when we bought it, it had 2 hoods, a Roadrunner hood and a Satellite hood. So we put the Roadrunner hood in, which has like the evil eyes. So it looks even more aggressive and menacing. And I love talking like I know anything about cars, because I do not. All I know is I was suddenly the most popular girl at the dance because I had a 72 Satellite.
On your driveway.
And I got absolutely drunk on attention, and now I don't want to get rid of it.
Good.
So it is at my friend's compound now for the winter.
Yeah.
And
Just
he's going to do some work on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I cannot wait to take it out next year again.
Yeah.
And this old thing.
Oh, what, this thing that's been just,
Oh.
I almost sold.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay.
Currently, what do you got? What are you driving?
Oh, what do I drive now?
Yeah.
2017 Nissan Rogue.
Nice.
I love it. I really like the vehicle a lot.
I struggle saying this aloud, so I'm just going to start knocking on wood. My wife and I have the absolute white whale of SUVs. We have a 2010 Suzuki Grand Vitara, and other than the water pump and one other minor thing that was about a $300 repair, we have only done maintenance to it.
What year is it?
2010. We have had this
Wow,
thing
15.
We're about to flip 300,000.
For serious?
Oh, serious? Yeah, no, that's.
Wow.
And again, I'm knocking on wood because it's going to break on my drive home today now that I've said it
Absolutely.
aloud.
Way to go.
We take it to the mechanic, and he cannot believe the shape it's in, and just the miles on it, and
And it's a Suzuki.
it's a Suzuki.
I always thought that was Toyotas that went so far and like clicked
Knock
up
on
the-
wood, it was the absolute white whale, and it's still like, I don't know, it's not perfect, but it's
yours.
it's not like you can tell it's falling apart.
Yeah.
I don't drive it to work every day going, is today going to be the day? So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Amazing.
2010 Suzuki Grand Vitara.
One other very quick rewind story. When I said I bought my very first car and it was a Pontiac Firefly, I also got in an accident, and it was written off, which makes like a big gust of wind could have come up and written off my car. That's how bad it was. But what do? I go out and buy a silver Pontiac Firefly, which I then called the Silver Bullet.
I thought you were going to say I just got out of the car and ran away, because that's what I do in the 6 accidents I've had.
It wasn't I got hit. It wasn't my fault, this one. Thank God. But funny story, when I got my second one and I moved to Calgary, my dad towed it behind his truck when he moved me there because I couldn't drive on the highway. And so I moved to Calgary and I find out where I work and I find out where I live and I go back and forth between there. And then 14th Street in Calgary, I don't know if you're familiar with it, it's very steep. And there was a light at the bottom of the hill, and I swear to God, in the winter especially, if I didn't hit that green light, I could barely make it up that hill. Like I said, I was driving a lawnmower. And then a girl up from work was like, oh, you should come to my place after work, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'll follow you. I was like, but please don't go too fast because my car's a piece of shit. And she's like, oh, yeah, no problem. And she's driving like a Volkswagen Cabriolet convertible. And she goes on Deerfoot.
Oh, no.
And if you're familiar with Deerfoot in Calgary, it's 130 on a good day.
Like,
and I can do maybe... I think I could do 85, and then it started to shake and sound like an absolute machine gun.
And the hood might pop open.
So here I am on Deerfoot doing 85, which is insane. It's actually dangerous. Like, I shouldn't be there. But she's like, just follow me. So I did. And then by the time I got to her place, I was like, what the hell did you... I said, please... I can't drive on the highway. Blah, blah. She's like, sorry, it's just reflex. I just drove home. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm taking the long way home.
You're lucky that the good folks of Alberta are usually level-headed and understanding of other people's
They really
plight.
are.
They were probably just waving
with their middle finger, like, hello.
As they spun around you doing double your speed.
And then, just to add to the ridiculousness of this situation, finally, when I was like, I need a new vehicle. I can't do this anymore. I wanted to sell it. No, sorry. When I went to the dealership, they were like, oh, we'll give you some money for trade. And I'm like, I'm going to sell this and get way more, which is the dumbest thing ever. Just take what they offer you. So I posted it. I don't even know what, maybe Kijiji, or I put a for sale sign in the window. And because it was from Saskatchewan, it would have had to have had an inspection. Because it needs to be roadworthy in Alberta, and well, same here. And an inspection was like $250, and I was literally trying to sell a piece of crap, like an absolute piece. Nobody would buy it from me. One girl who showed like some interest, she's like, I don't know, like, I guess I could do the inspection and see what's needed. I phoned her back, and I was like, I'm giving you this car. I'm giving this car to you. Please just take it from me. Here are the keys. No questions asked. I signed the back of the thing and whatever, and I just gave her the car. Her name was Dove. She was so sweet, and she felt really bad, so she bought me a dozen donuts.
Oh, joke's on you, Dove. It's been in like 6 hit and runs.
Right? Just little nudges here and there.
Undocumented hit and runs that are still
such a
active
gong
investigations.
I'm on a wanted list somewhere. What? Oh my God. Anyway.
Good times.
So, like, that was really ridiculous. Like, I literally could have taken, I think, $450 for it, and I said no. And then I gave it away for a box of donuts.
I get humbled every time I try to trade in an old vehicle.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Like, oh, I looked on the internet, and this says it's worth this and this and
Auto
this
Trader.
and this. And again, yeah, it's like $200. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I guess.
My bad.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's been a very good discussion about first vehicles, the driving culture.
I want to know where
teens.
people like congregated in Saskatoon.
Back in the 90s?
Yeah, or just even today.
I think it was 8th Street.
Yeah.
I feel like. I think now kids just don't do that as much. I don't think they congregate like that. They go to each other's houses.
You don't think? I haven't looked lately. I never go to 8th Street at night. Like, I'm
Me
north
neither.
end.
That's
I never
a good
go.
point.
I never go souther than downtown.
Further south.
Further south, souther than downtown. More south.
More souther.
I don't go to 8th Street, Stacey.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should make a point of it at some point, because it's darker sooner now.
Yes.
You don't have to wait up as long. See what people are up to.
Yeah. See if the teenagers got their lawn chairs out at the old co-op parking lot.
Yeah. I don't know about lawn chairs.
Talking cars.
Spitting.
Oh, next summer, Stacey, I'm going to school those little punks.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to bring out the 72 satellite.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah. all the girls are going to swoon.
Swoon.
I'll drive by all these.
No, the guys are going to be swooning.
Yeah, they
remember?
will. I
That's
know.
how it works.
That was the joke. Then they'll ask about my gains in the gym.
Exactly. Okay, that wraps up episode 10 of the Out of Tune podcast. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments or want to suggest something that we could talk about, you can comment underneath wherever we post this. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me where the kids congregate these days.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.